And now we will see how, through relationship and loyalty programs, customers can get value. What is a loyalty program? We will see if they are efficient in terms of impact on customer behavior and loyalty, and subsequently some ideas how to improve these programs. What is a loyalty program or relationship program? So it's an integrated system of marketing actions and communication which has some stimuli, rewards, and that try to encourage repurchase behavior. The target is also to personalize the relationship due to information we get, and subsequently to optimize marketing resources allocation. Value alignment, so it's marketing resource allocation and personalization. And we will see that rewards can be material, so gifts, it can or discounts or vouchers that firms give in exchange of loyalty, but rewards can be rather also immaterial. So such as status, for example. It can be services, it can be hedonism, so pleasure, it can be relationships, social relationships. They can be immediate or delayed, so some rewards can be given directly when going through the checkout counter. Other rewards, and most rewards within loyalty programs, are delayed. That is, they are given after a certain time with the target to make customers loyal. So the more you delay the reward, the more you might stick the customer to the brand. The loyalty program creates benefits through the rewards, but it creates also costs. So we're again in the perceived value paradigm. The program creates benefits through the rewards, but there are also costs. The cost might be monetary, because some loyalty programs cost money. Loyalty retailer Fnac in France, the loyalty program costs, I don't know how much, 15 euros a year. It can be monetary, of monetary nature, but most loyalty programs are free, so it's rather the switching costs, which create costs. Which means that if you want to get the reward, you have to be loyal, and you reduce voluntarily your choice to go to other competitor brands. So costs are mainly switching costs. And when the benefits are higher than the cost, then you can expect that customers become more satisfied, so this might lead to higher satisfaction, might influence motivation to stay loyal, or to go always to the same store, or to choose always the same airline, or the same brand. So this leads to satisfaction, to motivation to stay loyal, and on the long term there should be an increase or change of loyalty. We have rewards offering benefits. If the benefits are higher than the cost, then they should have efficiency profits. You see the purchase loyalty indicators, purchase baskets, frequencies, SUW is share of wallet, switching, reduce switching, that is switching to other stores, increased trust, increased engagement or commitment, increased word of mouth. Why should it be observed? Typically what we have seen also in the perceived value paradigm. This is also known under the consumer producer theory. Future and immediate utilities are higher than the cost. That is the efforts for points collection, the cost for being loyal. Then there should be a behavior change. Then we should observe efficiency profits. A little bit history about loyalty programs. So this first loyalty program was the one of American Airlines called Advantage. It's also the biggest loyalty program in the world. It was created in 1981. It has happened during this time a lot of imitation, because after American Airlines, Delta Airlines immediately introduced its loyalty scheme, something like 4 weeks later, and then all the airlines imitated. The next step was that it swept over from the airline sector to the service. That is, in hotel or tourism industry, the hotels adopted also the loyalty programs. And then the retail sector. And so today you can say there's basically no sector where you cannot find loyalty. You can find retail, service sector, travel sector, banking sector, so basically everywhere. And what is the result? The other competitors quickly follow. So today we are more confronted to imitation than different. A lot of managers follow because the competitors are doing something, they want to do it too. Which is also called benchmarking. And this is actually what's happening. So you have more imitation, but no innovation. And that is really, really inefficient. Because if everybody offers the same loyalty programs, then there's no differentiation and there's no reason anymore for a customer to privilege one loyalty program to another one. Because they're all the same. And that's the main problem today. If you look a little bit at some figures, 95%, so let's say almost all Europeans and Americans belong to at least one program. The growth rate is 11% per year. In 2005, the average membership was 3 cards or 3 programs. In 2015, it was 6 programs. 2 grocery retail cards, 1 to 2 specialized retail cards, perhaps the one frequent flyer program, and some even more. Just look the evolution. For example, Smiles, which is French casino, they doubled to 20 million of users. If you look to Carrefour, they have something like 30 million of program memberships. So they cover at least half of the French population. The figures are quite impressive. So if you look, for example, Target in the USA, 40 million of memberships, and so for which they record all purchase data, big data. In Germany, Payback is the biggest loyalty program, 45 million, so it's also probably more now. So it covers probably at least 50, perhaps even more % of the German population. See, France, KLM, Flying Blue, was 18, but now it's probably higher, it's probably something like 30 million. Or if you look to American Airlines, 67 million, so it's the biggest loyalty program in the world. Intercontinental, the hotel chain, 56 million. All major brands are doing that. But the expenditures are high. An average a retailer such as Carrefour is spending something like 80 to 100 millions of euros to loyalty, or let's say customer relationship management. When you spend $100 million or euros a year, it cannot be a short-term approach. You have to invest in the long term. It's a long-term approach, and a long-term approach needs engagement into this approach. Engagement from the manager. That is, that the firm is really believing into customer relationship management. In average, costs between 5 to 15 euros per card holder, which is a more, which shows how it is important to do value alignment. Because you won't spend 15 euros into a card holder who does not generate any revenue. Some impressive figures. So in the airline sector, there are actually 10 trillions of miles, which represents the amount of 1,000 billions of dollars. So it's more than euros in circulation. It's the second currency after the dollar. And more impressive, it would take 25 years to reimburse that liability. So, in other words, if all frequent flyers today would say, I would like to have my ticket now, the airlines could close the door.